Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's episode of Poetry Live. A few minutes late, I can't decide if Periscope was having hiccups or if it's just a sudden torrent of rain we're getting up in Yorkshire at the moment. But between the two of them, it managed to fizzle the internet out. But hey, I'm here. So hello Kathy, hello, how is everyone? I can vaguely see, oh here we go, it's working. Hello Arkadina and Ellie, and Kathy and Jess and Carly and GT, welcome guys. Yeah, I noticed on the help thing, on the Twitter help account, that I've been having a few quirks over the past few days, so hopefully they're ironing them all out now with a giant iron, but we'll get sorted. Anyway, good news everyone, I'm not sure whether this is happening outside of the UK, but it's National Poetry Day this week. So clearly I'm hugely excited. Well, I say hugely excited. Hello Rosella, hello. Come in, hello Deborah. But yes, National Poetry Week this week. Every day is Poetry Day, but National Poetry Day is coming up. So I might see if we can do something special for National Poetry Day. Yes, poetry every day, but not weekends or days when the internet's not working. But other than those 2 days, Jess, hello Susan, hello, ciao Isella, ciao, come in. Hope everyone is feeling wonderful and is looking forward to National Poetry Day. If it is National Poetry Day outside of the UK. If not, I think just borrow it anyway. Just say you're celebrating the UK's National Poetry Day. And yes, I'll see what fun stuff we can do. I think it's Thursday. Does anyone want to correct me if I'm wrong? Is it Thursday for National Poetry Day? Carly, do you? Because you're in a school, you must know when National Poetry Day is. I'm going to guess it's going to be a Thursday, but I could be wrong. But anyway, tonight the important one right now, which is going to be the opening to the tale of the wife of Bath, by Chaucer. Which is a saucy tale. We probably won't get into too much sauciness tonight. It's a long tale, so my plan for tonight is to read this for a bit. Hopefully you enjoy it. Chaucer is wonderful to read and wonderful to listen to. World Nursery Rhyme. I didn't even know there was a World Nursery Rhyme Week, Carly. That is awesome. So thank you for introducing me to World Nursery Rhyme Week. Oh, I tell you what, believe it or not, Collie, I'm not as up to speed on my nursery rhymes as you might think. But if anyone wants to recommend nursery rhymes for World Nursery Rhyme Week, I will do a special nursery rhyme episode, and we'll do. Oh yes, Arkadina, totally there, Arkadina. We will have, for World Nursery Rhyme Week, we will have a special nursery rhyme night. I will go and read nursery rhymes to you all. You can sit there in your pyjamas and I'll gently lull you all to sleep. Unless you're in the States and it's sort of the middle of the day, in which case you just have to take a little midday nap. So yes, we'll get that in the works. But until then, let's go and crack on with the tale of the wife of Bath. Hope you guys enjoy this as much as I will. Experience. Though no authority were in this world, were right enough for me to speak of that is in marriage. For Lords, since I was 12 years of age, I thanked be to God, who is eternally alive. Husbands at church door I have seen, I have had 5. For I so often have been wedded, and all were worthy men in their own degree, but for me it was told certain not long ago, that since that Christ had never gone but once to a wedding in the Cana of Galilee, that by the same example taught he me, that I should wedded be but only once. Hearken, eke, what a sharp word for the nonce, beside a well Jesus, God and man, speak in reproof of the Samaritan. You have had 5 husbands, quoth he, and that same man, the which that hath now thee, is not thine husband. Thus said he certain, but that he meant thereby I cannot say. But that I ask why the 5th man was no husband to the Samaritan. How many might she have in marriage? Yet heard I never tell in my age upon this number definition. Men may divine and glosson up and down, but well I wot, without and lie, good bad us for to wax and multiply, that gentle ticks that can I well understand. Eke well I wot he said, my husband should be like father and mother and follow me, but of no number mention made he. Of bigamy or of octomy, why should men speak of that villainy? Lo here, the wise king of Solomon, I know that he had wives more than one, as would God it were lawful to me to be refreshed half so often as he. Which gift of God he has for all his wives, no man hath such that in the world on live is. God knows this noble king, as to my wit, the first night had many a merry fit with each of them, so well was him on live. I blessed be God that I have wedded 5, welcome the 6th when he comes. Forsooth, I know I don't keep myself chaste in all. What my husband is for the world ignores, some Christian man shall wed me soon enough. For than spod then I shall be free to wed a goddess half, whereso it be. He says that to be wedded is no sin, but it is to be wedded and to bring, and what reacheth me what folks say of villainy, of shrewd Lameth, or of his bigamy? I know well Abraham was an holy man, and Jacob as well as furthest as I can, and each of them had wives more than 2, and many another holy man also, who saw you in any manner age that high God defended those marriages with his express word. I pray you, tell me, or where commanded he virginity? I know as well as you it is no dread, that when he speaks of maidenhead he says, that precept thereof had he known, men may counsel a woman to be owned, but counselling is not commandment. He put it in our own judgment. For had God commanded maidenhead, then had he dampened wedding with the deed, and certain, if there were no seed, if so, virginity, whereon should it grow? Paul durst not command at last a thing of which his master have no haste. The dart is set upon virginity, catch whoso may, who reigneth best let's see, but this word is not taken of every wight, but there as God list either of his might. I know well that Thespoil was a maid, but none the less, though what he wrote or said he would that every wight were such as he. All knows but counsel unto virginity, and for to have been a wife he gave me leave of indulgence, so it wasn't to reprieve to wed me, it may make my day. without exception of bigamy, all were it good no woman to touch, he meant in his bed or in his couch. For peril is both fair and tow to assemble, yet know what this ensemble would resemble. This is all and some, he holds virginity more perfect than wedding in frailty. Frailty clept I, but that he and she would leaden all in her chastity. I grant it well, I would have no envy, though maidenhead I prefer to bigamy. It liketh them to be clean in body and ghost. Of my estate I will not make any boast. For you well know that a lord in his household, he does not have everything a vessel full of gold, and so been of tree and done her lord's service. God keeps folks to him in sundry wise, and everyone hath of God a proper gift. Some this, some that, as him liketh to shift. Virginity is great perfection, and continues each with great devotion. But Christ, that of perfection is well, bade not that every wight should go and sell all that he had, and give it to the poor, and in such way follow him and his four. He spoke to them that would leave perfectly well. But lordlings, by your leave, that am not I would bestow the flower of my age in the acts and in the fruits of marriage. Tell me also, to what conclusion were members made of generation, and of so perfect wise, and why they wrought, trusteth well that they were not made for naught. Gloss who so well, and say both up and down, that they were made for purgation of urine, and our abode things small, were eke to know a female from a male, and for no other cause. Say you no? The experience was well. It is not so, so that these clerks being with me wroth, I say this, that they make bane for broth, that is to say, for office and for ease of engendure. There we God naught displease. Why should men else in her books set that man should yield to his wife his debt, nor wherewith should he make his payment, if he did not use his seely instrument? Then were they made upon a creature to perjure in, and eke for engender. That I say that not every wight is whole, that hath not harness as I have told, to go and use hem and engender, that should men take of chastity no cure. Christ was a maid and shaped as a man, and yet many a since sin that the world began, yet livid and ever in perfect chastity. I don't envy virginity. Let him be bred of pure white seed, and let us wives eat barley bread. And yet with barley bread men can tell our Lord Jesus refreshed of many a man. In such a state as God hath kept us, I will persevere. I am not precious in wifehood. I would use my instrument as freely as my Maker hath me it sent. If I am dangerous, God give me sorrow. My husband shall have it at eve and morrow, when that him that list come forth and pay his debt. A husband would I have, and I would not let, which shall be both my detour, my thrall, and have his tribulacun withdrawal upon his flesh. While that I am his wife, I have the power during all my life upon his proper body, and not he. Right thus the postil told it unto me, and bade our husbands to love us well. All this sentence he liked me every dell. Up start the partner and that anon. Now dame, said he, by God and by St. John, you should be a noble preacher in this case. I was about to wed a wife, alas, what shall I buy in on my flesh so dear? Yet had I ever wed no wife to year. Abide, said she, my tale is not begun. Nay, you shall drink of another tun before I shall say this ever worse than all. And when I have told the fourth of my tale of Trebulcans in marriage, of which I am an expert in all my age, that is to say, myself has been the whip, that might thou choose whether you will sip of thy tongue, that I shall abroach. Beware of it, ere thou to nay approach, for I shall tell unsamples more than 10. Whoso that mill be wore by other men, by him shall other men corrected be. The same words written Ptolemy. Read in Almagest and take it there. Dame, I would pray you, if that your will were, said the pardoner, as you begin, tell forth your tale, and spare it, for no man teaches young men of your practice. And there I'll end the tale of the wife of Bath. The prologue over with, thereabouts, and the wife of Bath ready to launch into her saucy tale. I will say that it is a fantastic one. It's a very, very long tale. We don't have time to do it all tonight, but I do recommend, if you enjoyed the opening there, to pick up Chaucer. You'll find the Canterbury Tales in many different translations, be it in its original Middle English, in modern forms of English. I was reading a Middle English version, but translating on the fly for you as best I could, as I know that not everyone is up to scratch on their Middle English, and I thought I might give you a bit of a helping hand and try and make it a little bit clever for you. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. So hopefully you enjoyed my translations for it. We have had a request for tomorrow night, though. Tomorrow night, Esther has requested that I read some Ezra Pound. So tomorrow night we'll be doing some Ezra. So that'll be good. I could show off the fact that I've memorised both lines of In a Station of the Metro Now and give you a preview, but that would be just being cocky, wouldn't it? We'll do Ezra Pound tomorrow, and I hope you did enjoy some Chaucer tonight. Please do go and pick up the Canterbury Tales if you've not read them yet, or even if you're going to read the entire things, do have a bit of a dip in and out. There are some wonderful, wonderful tales in there. But yes, that's it then for poetry for tonight. So thank you very, very much for coming. And for those of you who've popped on at the end like Lara, you missed tonight's Canterbury Tales, but please do pop back and watch the replay and join us again tomorrow, because we're going to be doing some Ezra Pound, and I'm very excited. In fact, Ezra Pound is a man who had possibly bigger hair than I did. Probably Ezra Pound and Georges Perec. I know, Laura, I know you missed it this time. Tomorrow, you never know, Laura. Tomorrow you might be able to actually get on ready and set for the start. I love your change picture, by the way. I love the mime face paint you've got on there. Awesome new display picture that you've got going. So why were you wearing the face paint, by the way? Any special reason for it, or just enjoying the face paint in general? You don't have to have a reason. But thank you, Asala. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. Well, for me, it's not a nice night without being able to go and read to you guys. Halloween inspired. Well, Laura, I will for Halloween. I will dress up for our Halloween episode of this. So, yes, keep an eye out for that. I'll be dressing up for Halloween, and later this week, as we've got National Poetry Day, we'll get some special poetry stuff coming up, so that should be fun as well. And then in November, because Carly's pointed it out, we've got International Nursery Rhyme Week, So we'll do some nursery rhymes then. Lots of exciting stuff coming up. So I'm very, very excited for that. I love doing this. So wonderful. Puts me in a nice, good, chirpy mood before bed, which is what you want. Anyway, without further ado, I won't keep you guys any longer. I'll let you guys go off and enjoy your evenings or afternoons, wherever you are, as I go off to go to bed and to think about what can we do for National Poetry Day, which hopefully I'll be able to share with you guys. And you're very, very welcome, Carly. Thank you very much. And good luck with the poetry competition. And thank you for introducing me to World Nursery Rhyme Week. So big thank yous to Laura and Selin and Marcella and Kathy and Carly and everyone online watching the show. Hello, hello, you're invisible so I can't thank you. You need to go and watch the show through Periscope. It is Thursday. Thank you, Marcella. I thought it was Thursday. Right, I need to go and get my skates on and think up something for Thursday. Either way, it will be epic and enjoyable. Right. Coming up, I need to go think now. Thank you guys. Thank you people watching online. Don't forget, do come and watch through the Periscope app so I can see who you are and you can comment and I can say a big thank you to you. But otherwise, give me a shout on Twitter at SimonTellsTales. Let me know that you're watching the show and I'll say a big, big thank you to you. Right then, I'm off. Bye-bye.